I'm about ready to have a glass of wine. Actually, 3 glasses of wine. And just so you all can understand why that is like so important for me to say, I'm actually on a liquid Romeo. I'm actually on a liquid cleanse right now. So yeah, it's like, can I just ever, oh yeah, excuse my broken paralyzed finger, because apparently I can't even pull my sock off at night without breaking my acrylic and my real nail. I'm fucking great. So can I just ever have a normal, functional, easy film day that doesn't take me like 8 hours to record like 1 video, maybe 2 on a good day. Y'all, if you're thinking about becoming a YouTuber, just don't run away. Go in the opposite direction. Anywho, enough about my sorrows and my woes. So I created this look. I don't even know what was the inspiration. Well, yeah, I do. I was following Plu's Makeup Academy, which is a really trendy, viral makeup. I think they are an actual makeup academy. They're a makeup academy. They do amazing makeup. I was trying to follow along to one of their little videos. It is not even close to the amazingness of the sorcery that they do over there, but I tried and I think it came out pretty bomb. So that was kind of my inspiration for this look. I kind of wish that this was the look that I would have worn to go see Black Panther, because it's giving me very Wakanda forever, but I didn't. So maybe if you have not seen the movie, this is a look that you can rock. So I used all of my Juvia's Place palettes for this. I wanted to do like a smokier dark, a smoky eye, and I wanted a pop of orange and red and a little bit of white in the inner corner, and then I paired it with like a smoked purple lip. So I think it's pretty cute. I think that it's, you know, nice. I think it's perfect for this iffy weather. We don't know if we're going to the fall. We don't know if we're going to the spring. We don't know where the hell we're going. Mother Nature's just taking us a little bit of everywhere. So this is a look for her, Mother Nature. You want to play around with me? I'm going to play around with you. I'm going to just give you some craziness, you know, going on. I'm going to give you some bright colors and some dark colors at the same damn time. Anyway, y'all, enough of me. Clearly, I didn't take my medicine today. Let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. But actually, before we start, make sure you go ahead and press the subscribe button. If you like crazy people, if you like people who are probably on the verge of having a mental breakdown, definitely want to stay tuned into my channel. Also, press thumbs up on this video because it definitely helps out my channel. And I'll see you on the next tutorial. Jumping right in, we're going to start off with LA Girl Fawn Concealer. And basically what I'm doing here is taking the concealer and placing it all over my eyelid. This is going to work as my base. I like to let it get tacky about 15 seconds before I blend it in, and I also set it with finishing powder. Going straight into my first palette, I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to use the color Regard. It's a nice burnt orange color, and because I'm using so many vibrant oranges and reds, this is going to be a perfect transition over a brown or taupey color this time. After that, I'm going right into my Festival palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to start in with the color Ofala. It's a super bright orange. This is not for the faint at heart, okay? It's very bold, it's very pigmented, but that's what I love about Juvia's Place. I'm going to use this next color, Izafa. Now, I may not pronounce these names right at all. Please excuse me. And it is just a bold, vivacious red. It is one of the most boldest reds I've ever seen show up on my skin, like ever. I'm going to switch it up and go into, I believe this is my Saharian 2 palette. I'll have to double check that, but I'm going to mix those 2 colors that you just seen me point at, and I'm going to start to create some shape on my outer V. I also used a little bit of black to help create that shading. At this point, I'm going and I'm starting to cut my crease. As always, take your time cutting your crease. We make it seem like it is so quick. In reality, it is a long process. You have to know your eye shape. You have to know what brush to use. You have to be very precise doing this. So take your time and definitely blend out all of those shadows that we just placed and then blend a little bit more. That's what I say. Blend until it looks good and then blend some more. After you cut that crease, take a little bit of the black and just close it out and clean it up so you don't see any of those crease lines before we go and apply our actual color down. Now I'm using this color, what is it? Mmanwu? Y'all, I cannot pronounce these names for anything, but it's this pretty peach color, and this is what I'm going to start placing on the lid as my first color. Really patting it on and taking my time. Cut creases take time. I'm going into my Morphe 35K palette, and I'm going to put that pretty white color right in the inner corner. Don't worry about blending your colors, and you just want to focus on building up pigmentation, and then you go back and blend the colors. After that, I'm going to take my Schwing liner by the Balm Cosmetics and do my wing. I'm sorry, a lot of this tutorial was kind of cut off and kind of all jacked up. I have to remember to back away from the camera so y'all can see. So this is pretty much the finished look. I was not able to show y'all the glitter I thought the camera was on. It's by Lilac Cosmetics, and it's called Putting on the Glitz. Moving on to the face, I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty foundation by Riri. It's one of my absolute favorite foundations. I'm trying to get the camera to focus. I already put on my peach concealer by LA Girl. Some days I put this on, some days I don't. I've noticed since I've been drinking a lot more water, my hyperpigmentation around my mouth is starting to be barely noticeable. One thing I don't like about this foundation, it is so runny. Like, oh my God, am I putting water on my face or what? But it's full coverage, so that's where it's kind of confusing. But yeah, that's just one little peeve about the foundation. Other than that, the coverage is A1. I'm using a shade 430. I could honestly be a shade 420, but y'all know me. I love to look chocolate, more melanin, more rich, anything like that. And plus, I use a pretty light concealer. I'm using LA Girl Fawn. It's very yellow, so I notice when I use my red-based foundations, then I use my yellow concealers, it all comes out right and it all looks so good in flash photography, which is primarily what I use to take my pictures for Instagram. And I'm just really taking my time and applying my concealer to the high points of my face. Sometimes I put my concealer on in different ways. Sometimes I put on a couple of strokes. Sometimes I do this whole feathering thing. This is really honestly all for Instagram. You do not need this much. This is just for that shock value, shock factor. I don't know if I'm spilling like the Guru Beauty tea or whatever, but this is all shock value. It's not really how much I necessarily need. Now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender. And it is damp. I use the black one because don't y'all hate when your beauty blenders be looking a little dirty and raggedy? And they're clean, but they just hold on to that product. And I'm going to blend it out. I love how the beauty blender lately has been giving me such a flawless porcelain look. This is what I've been doing with my concealer for a couple of weeks, and I really like it. But at first, I hated the beauty blender. I won't even lie to you. I hated it. With that same beauty blender, I'm going to take my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, and I'm going to set under my eyes, down my nose, my chin, and everything like that. It looks white as hell. I know y'all thinking, girl, you're gonna be giving Casper the Friendly Ghost, but I promise, in flash photography, it does not show up like this. If you do these steps exactly how I'm telling you to do them, it will not show up like this. Now, this is not something I'm gonna bake 15-20 minutes in. I hardly ever bake anymore. I'm going to leave this on my skin for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to take a black Opal finishing powder and I'm going to go over it in the color Deep, and that's going to give me that natural look. Right now I'm blending this Lancome foundation. I will have to put the color down in the description box. Always open that up and read it for the products. But I want to add a little bit more richness to my contour today. So instead of just going in with a powder, I'm also going to use that cream foundation as well. And that's how I really get my cheekbones popping. After everything's blended and dusted off, I'm taking MAC Cosmetics My Mimi, my favorite highlighter ever. I know I need to pick up something else, but I love the glowiness that it gives me. And I'm just going to put this all over my face, the high points of my face. Now I'm going in with this, it's LA Girl or LA Colors. I'm leaning towards LA Colors, purple, like liquid lipstick. I'll have that color down in the description box as always, y'all. I even have products sitting next to me that I was supposed to be naming off. I thought I had everything, but it's always something I'm missing and I can't remember the name of. but this is a pretty smoke purple look. This pretty much concludes the tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed this look. You'll give me thumbs up. Let me know if you like this look. Comment down below if you want to try out this look. And I will see y'all in the next tutorial. Until then, stay pretty. Thanks so much for supporting my channel. I love you for real, and I'll see you in the next video.